my channel. I am the Wicked Witch of the Words and I'm bringing you a book tag video today. I normally make read with me videos, but for this video I decided to do something different. Kiki's Bookish service tagged me on an interesting book tag a while ago about language learning, which I kinda turned on its head. You see, English is the language I have learned and have been learning since I was a teenager. Sure, I tried other languages as well, French, German, even a little bit of Japanese, but English is the only one I stuck with through the years. Persian is my native language, which not many people know or want to learn. Actually, most people think our language is Arabic, basically. Let me stop you right there and educate you today. Persian is not Arabic. So, I'm going to introduce you to my language and literature in this short video while I work on this gorgeous puzzle from M.L. Rio's If We Were Villains. Amazing book, by the way. If you haven't read it, consider this a sign. The puzzle is from Illumicrate's September book box. It has been a while since the last time I've put together a puzzle, and there's the fact that this one is all dark colors. I mean, duh, dark academia, right? So yeah, it was a challenge on its own. But anyway, let's watch me struggle with the pieces and talk books, shall we? شماره 1 کتاب به زبان پارسی. A book translated from the language you're learning. For this prompt, I picked My Uncle Napoleon by Iraj Pezeshkzad. It has been translated into English years ago, and I actually read the translated version of it. It's set in the 1940s, a love story, but also a messy comedy that follows this big crazy family and the adventures they have. The uncle's nickname is Napoleon because of his undying love for that monarch, and of course some other reasons that you have to read the book to learn. It's a very fun book and I definitely recommend you pick it up. شماره 2 اسم شما چیه؟ What is your name? A book with a name in the title. Arash the Archer by Siyavesh Kasrai. I've recently ordered the English version of this poem just to see how it's been translated. It's a long poem about this mythological hero named Arash, who is given the task of setting the boundaries of his beloved but defeated in war country. How? By his archery skills. But how far can an arrow go? Where will be the boundaries? What will happen to the hero? Read the poem to find out. Fair warning though, this story gives you a severe case of goosebumps. You might also cry. شماره 3 ببخشید متوجه نشدم. A book about miscommunication. I came up with nothing for this prompt. I don't necessarily read books about miscommunication. Of course, there's always miscommunication in the romance novels, but that's about it. Nothing specific. شماره 4 قیمتش چنده؟ Pick a book about money. The Tales of Majid by the famous Hushang Moradi Kermani. It's a sort of autobiography that portrays the life of a kid living with his grandmother and the difficulties that come with it. It's not necessarily about money. I can't even say it focuses on money in any specific way, but just imagine a kid and his grandmother living together in an old house, no parents. There's gonna be money struggles. But if I'm honest, I really wanted to mention this book. The stories are amazing, sometimes sad, sometimes funny, which is the perfect combination if you ask me. شماره 5 کجا pick a book about a place. The book I have picked is amazing, but let me do it justice and read the section from Goodreads to you instead of blundering through an explanation. Among the great works of world literature, perhaps one of the least familiar to English readers is the Shahnameh, the Persian Book of Kings, the national epic of Persia. This prodigious narrative, composed by the poet Ferdowsi between the years 980 and 1010, tells the story of pre-Islamic Iran, beginning in the mythic time of creation and continuing forward to the Arab invasion in the 7th century. As a window on the world, Shahnameh belongs in the company of such literary masterpieces as Dante's Divine Comedy, the plays of Shakespeare, the epics of Homer, classics whose reach and range bring whole cultures into view. In its pages are unforgettable moments of national triumph and failure, human courage and cruelty, blissful love and bitter grief. I mean, what else do you want? I would also like to add that Ferdowsi spent 30 years writing this epic, trying and succeeding in only using Persian words, avoiding all borrowed words from all other languages, mainly Arabic. شماره 6 حالتون چطوره؟ Pick a book about emotions or a book that made you feel emotions. A huge range of options, but I'm going to go with Samad Behrangi's 24 Restless Hours. This is a short story, part of a collection, and it made me cry. My aunt read this story to me years and years ago when I was a kid, so I don't remember much about the story, but I remember how I felt. And how I felt is that it made me cry. It made me so sad. It's about a young boy named Latif who is experiencing a difficult life in the capital. He's got nothing, and he's always staring at this toy shop window, never able to buy anything, but not able to stop himself from staring. And somehow that is the saddest thing in the world to me. It broke my heart, so I definitely recommend it. شماره 7 بوف. Pick a random word in the language you're learning and then pick a book with that word in the title. And I picked boof. It actually means owl in Persian and in a very poetic way, if you ask me. Boof-e Kur, or Blind Owl by Sadegh Hedayat, is the book I'm going to introduce here. It's a modern work of Persian literature, a story about loss and spiritual degradation. This work is filled with symbolism and terrifying surrealistic imagery, portraying a young man's despair after losing a mysterious lover, or so says Goodreads. A descent into madness, if you will. Unfortunately, I haven't read it myself, but trust me, I have it on my TBR. And yes, I have the English translated version on my TBR. Don't ask, it's just a thing. شماره 8 خواهش میکنم و متشکرم. Thank you, Kiki, again for tagging me. This was lots of fun. I'll tag some people, of course, but number 1, no pressure. And 2, if you're not tagged but have seen this video and are learning a second language, and more importantly, if you want to, consider yourself tagged. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books or if you're now interested and want to pick any of them. Thank you for watching.